Hi, everyone. Okay, we're going to see if this is working. Let's see. I think I've got it together. Let me check a couple things real quick. Okay, so it looks like we are on. Okay. I'm going to make sure I can. Hi, everyone. Okay, we're going to see if this is working. Let's see. I think I've got it together. Yep. Okay. That's me talking to myself. Okay. Awesome. So let's see. Can everybody see me? See, we've got 0 viewers. So let's look. I'm going to check real quick. This is my first time doing it. So okay, let's see if it works. Okay, here is the live link. Okay, I think that should work, everyone. So let's see if y'all let me know in the comments if you can see me or not, then we'll go from there. This is what happens whenever you're not used to doing this. This is my first time using Google Hangouts in a group setting. I've done it with individuals, but not all together. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna check. Okay, I think it should be working. Is everything? Can y'all see me? Okay. Okay, so we've got 2 viewers. Let's see. Okay, good. So Susie, you're here. Okay, we've got 3. Okay, I think we're getting there. Okay, 4. So, all right, y'all, I think we're getting started. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Shanna-Kaye. We're going to do a little class on essential oils tonight. And if you weren't able to get in at the beginning, that's okay because I really wasn't able to figure it out. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about Young Living and tell y'all about the oils that I use with my family, how I got started, and all of that fun stuff. So to start off, I am 23 years old. I am a mother of 3 with one of those babies being on the way. My husband and I live in the Tyler, Texas area, and we really love it. I stay at home. I am a newborn photographer, so I get to snuggle a lot of babies. And we started using Young Living oils about a year ago, back in February. And I had gotten a couple oils and just played with them a little bit, but really didn't get into them until late this summer. So since then, I have been on a journey to get our family super healthy and really be able to just enjoy the benefits of using oils. So what we're going to do, okay, so I'm going to show y'all. I have this cool little book called The Essential Oils Starter Guide, and I'm going to show y'all some different things that are in this book. So we'll talk about that. So to start off, I'm going to show y'all lavender, okay? And this is what it looks like. It comes in a pretty little purple bottle. Lavender is one of the oils that comes in your starter kit. It is one that is awesome for cuts, for scrapes. It's really great. I use it for ant bites on my kids. I'm going to look at my notes here. It's an oil that you can apply topically. It's an oil that you can also use and diffuse it. Okay, so let's see. The things that I like to do with lavender is put it in a bath, put it in my diffuser. When you get your oils, the Young Living oils are a little different than some of the other oils that you get from a health food store. So when I got started, let me get kind of comfortable here. When I got started, I used peppermint oil from just from a health food store, and I used it with both of my pregnancies to help with morning sickness. Nobody likes throwing up all the time, and so that helped just calm my stomach a little bit. And it smelled good, but it smelled kind of like candy canes. So whenever I got a peppermint oil from Young Living in, I noticed a huge difference in the quality of the oil simply by the smell of it. It smelled like fresh peppermint, which was really awesome to me. And I could tell it was different than the oil I had been using. When I started experimenting and testing it to see how it worked faster. It seemed to be a lot more effective. And so I started being interested. And so fast forwarding several months, we got into the oils more. I have small children that are 1.5 years and 3.5 years old. And so when I heard that the Young Living oils were safer than a lot of the oils that you can get online or in your local food stores and health food stores, I was intrigued by that. The quality is what keeps me buying their oils. And in our little book here, it kind of tells about that. When you open the first page, it'll tell you things like what are essential oils, and it'll explain a little bit. And it explains something called the seed to seal process. And that is something that you can go onto Young Living's website and click on their seed to seal little icon, and it'll take you to a separate site that explains exactly how they distill, harvest, and bottle their oils. So it's really neat because you can kind of get a first-hand look at how their farms work. They have farms all over the U.S. and other parts of the world to make sure they get the oil straight from the source. So if it comes out of a particular herb or out of a particular tree or plant, they want to know exactly where it comes from. They're very, very good at quality control and making sure that there's no pesticides and that you're not putting chemicals on the plants to grow them and then putting that in your body. So I really love that as a mom. Since I have little kids, it's common for little kids to get in the medicine cabinet. And when my husband and I realized that we wanted a safe, non-toxic, non-chemical home for our kids to grow up in, we started moving away from the things we had been buying at Walmart and Target and started trying to change those into things that we could use with oils or with other natural products. So that kind of gives you a little bit a background about quality. Okay, so next is how do you use oils? Okay, what do you actually do with them? Because this is a pretty little bottle, but if it just sits on your shelf, it's never going to help you. It's never going to help you feel better or get more excited or calmer or anything. So you have to actually use it and open it up, and it's okay to do that. And I say this because when I was young, someone gave my mom several bottles of Young Living oil, and they stayed hoarded in the cedar little chest at the end of her bed for years. And not until I really started using oils and she realized she already had some did she recently pull them out and start using them, because she knew they were important and she knew they were valuable, but she really didn't know how to use them. So that's kind of why we're doing this class tonight, so that you can just understand how to use your oils when you get them. So the first way you can use your oils is topically. And I touched on that real briefly at the beginning, but topically means you can take and put them straight on your skin. So with lavender, when you open the bottle up, it's got your little cap here, okay? And the lavender, all of them have this little orificer here, and you take and drop out a drop of lavender, and you can rub it on your hands. You can take and put it anywhere, and you see it just kind of rubs into your skin. It's going to be soaked up into your skin. You can take and smell it and put it kind of like you would do tinting, where you put your hands over your nose and inhale and do that for a few minutes, and your body gets to focus on that, and you get the benefits of inhaling the oil. You can also put them in a diffuser. The diffuser, I don't think I have mine in here. I'll have to grab that in a little bit. But a diffuser is awesome because it has a little ultrasonic metal piece at the bottom that vibrates, and it lets a cold steam out. And so what that does is it pulls the oil, you fill it up with water, kind of like you would do like a little coffee machine or something, and turn it on, and it looks like it has a steam that comes and billows out of the top of it, but it's actually cold. So it doesn't harm the oil. Good pure essential oils, you really want to do them with a cold mist instead of like putting them in a humidifier where it's going to get real hot, because a lot of heat can start breaking down the quality of the oil. So that's a little bit about it if you're wondering what can I use. But you can take and put a drop of this oil on a cotton ball and put it in your air vent. You can put them in, stick them on a cotton ball and stick it in the vent in your car for your car to smell really good. There's several different ways you can use it like that. And that gets into diffusing. But with topical use, you can also use a carrier oil. So on the back of your bottles, there's going to be, and it's kind of hard to see here because this one's a little scratched up, but there's going to be some instructions on the bottle, and a lot of them, they will say, it'll have directions. So like this one will say, for a dietary supplement, like if you're going to put it in water or put it in a capsule, you can put 2 drops in a capsule and take 3 times a day or as needed. For topical use, apply 2 to 4 drops directly on the desired area. Dilution is not required except for the most sensitive skin. Use as needed. And then for diffusing, you can diffuse up to 1 hour 3 times a day. So there's a couple different ways you can use it there, which is really awesome. But with lavender, I usually just put it on my skin and rub it in. It's a really good one. It's a good moisturizer. So let's go on to the next one. Let me make sure we see if we have any questions. I think we're doing good. Okay. So the next one is peppermint. Okay, peppermint is one of my favorites. We'll bring it up here so y'all can see it. There we go. Peppermint is an awesome oil. It has a strong minty smell to it, and I personally love mint, so I gravitate towards anything that has peppermint in it, or spearmint or wintergreen or any of those. But peppermint is one that is really good for headaches. It's very helpful for motion sickness, morning sickness, nausea, stomach bugs, all that kind of stuff. If it has to do with your digestive tract and it not feeling the way it's supposed to, then I will put peppermint on it. And what I do is I will get a carrier oil, which is something like this, which is called sweet almond oil, which I bought online. You can use coconut oil, which you can get at your local health food store, or even Walmart will carry it. Or you can use olive oil that you have in your kitchen for cooking. So you take one of those oils, and when the back of the bottle says that you need to dilute your oil, it'll say something like dilute 1 drop with 4 drops of a B6, which is a carrier oil that Young Living has, or a similar carrier oil. So I would put, a drop of this peppermint oil with 4 drops of olive oil or 4 drops of coconut oil, and rub that together and put it wherever. I will put it directly on my stomach if my stomach's not feeling good. I will do the little tinting thing like this, and I love that because then with peppermint, it really gets into your sinuses. You can feel it in your nose, behind your eyes, in your head, and it gives a very refreshing feel. It's also really good in water. So you can take and just put a drop. Peppermint's very strong, so you really don't need more than maybe 1. But you can put a drop in a tall glass of cold water and drink that, and it is refreshing. It'll make your breath smell and taste great, and it also just helps your body with your digestive system. Let's see. Okay. The other thing that peppermint is really good for is concentration. So I should probably be using it right now so I can concentrate. But peppermint's really good for concentration. So if you have a hard time at work and you're like me and you get really sporadic and all over the place, try putting a little bit of peppermint on. I would take and rub it on my hands, or put it in a diffuser necklace. Just something that I can have with me. The next one in the kit is called lemon. And lemon is an oil that I got back about a year ago. It comes in a pretty little yellow bottle here. Let's see if we can see it. There we go. Okay. So lemon is one that I got to cook with. I actually didn't really know that it had a lot of awesome uses, and the more that I get into oils and start using them, I realize how much use they actually have. The things that you hear, even the little things in this book, there's 4 or 5 different things listed for lemon, but that doesn't mean that that's all they do. I really thought that. I thought peppermint was good for concentration and stomach problems, and that's it. So lemon, I got to put in pancakes and chicken, and just use like I would lemon juice. And obviously not use as much as I would with lemon juice. The substitution ratio wasn't the same, but I would just add it for flavoring. Then I found out that it is good for everything. You can take a drop of lemon and put it here on your sinuses, right over your nose, and even around your cheekbone and eyes here, and it can help break up congestion. It can help break up your sinus problems. So if you're really stuffy, try putting that on your sinus area. It's also really good, I've heard from one of my girlfriends, for getting gum out of your kid's hair. So if you take a drop of lemon oil and they come to you and you're worried that you're going to have to grab the scissors, you can rub a drop of lemon oil in their hair and it will pull that residue out. It's really great for taking things like glue out. And any of your sticky residues, you can take lemon oil and rub it on. I've also used it and experimented with getting stains out of clothes. So lemon oil is one that you can apply directly onto a stain and throw it in the washer. You want to do it right before you put it in the washer instead of letting it sit. And you can throw it in the washer, and it'll help take stains out of your clothes. So it's kind of a good, like, multi-purpose household oil. And a lot of people like to put it in a bath. We just did a make and take class last night where we made bath salts and sugar scrubs, and a lot of ladies liked putting lemon and lavender together because it was refreshing and relaxing, but then that lemon gives you a little bit of an energizing feel too. It's one that people like in their water. And let's see. It also supports the digestive function, especially the gallbladder. So it's got a whole bunch of different things that are awesome about it. Okay, so next in our little kit is called frankincense. Okay, frankincense is an oil that some people have heard of. It's one of the oils that was given to Jesus when he was born. So if you know the Bible stories about the wise men, that's one of the oils they brought. So I knew instinctively that this is going to be probably a pretty expensive oil because you know that they gave something of value to Jesus. And it's probably got a lot of good uses, but I didn't really know what those were. Frankincense is great for so many things. It is awesome for your skin. For moms that have stretch marks from having your babies. As much as we love our babies and we love our stretch marks, I know sometimes you kind of wish they weren't there. I'm pregnant with our third child, so I've experimented with that. I've put frankincense on a couple times, and I just put it on half of my stomach and didn't put it on the other half to see if it made a difference to how my skin behaved. And it did. The stretch marks on the half that I didn't put the oil on were deeper, and I could see kind of the indentation where my skin was stretching as baby has gotten bigger. And on the other side where I put the frankincense oil, you could still see the marks that were there from my previous pregnancies, but they didn't have that indentation. They were smoother. And so that was really awesome. And so that's a fun thing. Frankincense is really good for your skin, aside from things like stretch marks. Let me check real quick. Yeah, okay. Aside from things from stretch marks, it's really a good oil for relaxing your eyes. It's a really good oil for taking in and putting in a capsule to support your immune system. It's one that can help balance your emotions. So if you're feeling particularly stressed, take and rub some frankincense on your hands and inhale it or put it in a diffuser, and it can help relax you. Let me check real quick. Got one little technical difficulty here.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Talking about her stretch marks on the internet.
It's just a cough.
Oh, it's online?
Yeah, it's a Google thing out. It's live.
Okay, give me just a second here. Okay. Okay, let me see if that worked. Okay. Let me see. Elena, can you hear me? I'm going to see, because your video is showing up, so let me check real quick. Okay. Okay, I think I figured it out. We'll see if it worked. Did it work? Can you hear me? Okay, awesome. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so back to where we were. The next oil And I'm sorry, it's kind of crazy and sporadic. But the next oil is called Melaleuca alternifero. Melaleuca is what you call tea tree oil. So if you've heard of that, or if your mom used it like mine did when I was little, it's called tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is another one that is really, really good for your skin. It's something that you can put 2 to 4 drops on the skin or on the VitaFlex points, which we'll go over in a minute. And it's really good for cleaning. You can clean your feet with it. You can massage it into your chest to promote healthy lung function. So if you're sick and you're getting like that raspy cough and stuff, you can take and use that, and that helps. It's really good even for a mouth rinse to support your teeth and gums. So it's kind of like everything in your body, skin related, mouth, all of that kind of stuff, Melaleuca is really, really good for. I have a friend that uses it in a diaper rash cream and mixes it with coconut oil and uses it for diaper rash for her little boy and said it works awesome for that. So that one I don't have my bottle in yet because it's coming in this month. The next one is one that every mama needs, and it is called Stress Away. It comes in this little green bottle. It has a kind of a lime and vanilla smell to it. It is a blend, and so blends, because I think this is the first blend that we've looked at, blends are several different individual oils that they've mixed together and made a special formula for something really awesome. So this blend has copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, octia, and lavender in it. This one smells really good. It kind of has a sweet smell to it. Copaiba is an oil that is awesome for inflammation and pain. So since it has that in it, I like to use this one on my neck. So I'll take and put a drop or two in my hand and just rub it right back here at the base of my neck. And that helps, one, it helps me de-stress because it smells really good and it has some oils in it that help you relax. It will help me whenever I have stress in my shoulders here and in my back from just daily things and sitting at a computer all day. It helps my shoulders relax. And now I've figured out why is because it has copaiba in it. And since copaiba is one that helps with pain, any pain that I experience in my neck, it helps relieve that. Stress Away is a good one to diffuse at bedtime. So if you want to put something in your diffuser while your husband and you are getting ready for bed or your kids are, it's a good one to relax everybody. And it smells really good. You can inhale it directly from the bottle. Just open it up here and smell it. And it helps reduce mental rigidity and restore equilibrium. So basically, it just kind of helps you get balanced. And you can, another tip is put it on a tissue in your car and put it through your car to have a nice, calm road trip so that everyone's not stressed out when they don't want to wait 5 hours to get to Grandma's house. Another thing you can do, since it does have copaiba in it, copaiba is one of my favorite oils to use with my daughter for teething. And so if you don't have just copaiba, you can put the Stress Away on your baby's gums or on the outside of their gums here, or outside of their jawline here, and that will help the pain from teething subside so that they're not so fussy. Okay, the next one we have is called Purification. So I get it out here. Okay, Purification is an oil. It's another blend. It has several different oils in it. Let me get my little book here. It has lemongrass, citronella, lavender, rosemary, melaleuca, and myrtle in it. So it has a bunch of ones, some that are in the kit, but some that aren't too. So you kind of get a good taste for some different oils. Purification is one that I like to diffuse to take out any nasty odors. If my kids got sick or we have had a lot of weird smells in the house. My husband is really sensitive to smells, and so if someone comes in with a lot of strong perfume, he can't really handle that. His family has a lot of asthma, and so if you need something that's going to clean your air and deodorize your air without adding something or adding a toxin into your air, this is a really, really good one to diffuse. I also like to do it whenever I was sick in my first trimester of pregnancies, because then I was able to get the weird smells out of the kitchen from whatever we cooked the day before out, so that I could actually go in there and breathe. The other thing that I like to do is put a couple drops in my laundry. And that's really good for, like, if you have musty towels or you just forgot to do the laundry because you're so busy like I am. It's really handy to get your clothes really clean and actually smell really clean. Okay, it's another oil that, not another oil, but it's an oil that is really good for a natural bug repellent, because it has that citronella in it, which is what we used, like citronella candles, to repel mosquitoes. You can take and use that oil and put it in a spray bottle with water and spray it on your arms and legs just like you would your off or other bug repellent, and it's something that's safe. It's not something that you're going to have to tell your kids, hold your breath and don't breathe in. So that's a really good one. Okay, the next one is called Panaway. Panaway is a little different. It looks a little different. Let me show y'all. Okay, so when you look at your oil bottles, you'll see this one, the cap is a little different. It's a little bigger. It has a little safety seal on it. This one has wintergreen in it. Wintergreen is an awesome oil. It smells so, so good. And so just to be safe, they put this on here and make it a little harder for you to open up so that your kids don't just instinctively go for it. Because wintergreen smells like candy and lifesavers to me, and so it's one that's very intoxicating. It is one of my favorites. And as you can see, I'll kind of open the little bottle here. It smells so, so good. It is an oil that I'm almost out of that I have to order this month because I've used it a lot since I got my kit. It is an oil that has hylocrisin, wintergreen, clove, and peppermint. And all of those are awesome oils. You can you dilute 1 drop of the Panaway with 1 to 4 drops of carrier oil, or put it in your bath and put a couple drops of bath salts. But the good thing about this oil is it helps with pain. So if you have had a surgery, you have sore muscles, you have joints that don't work the way they're supposed to, you have back or neck injuries or just soreness, this is a really, really good oil to have. We like to put some coconut oil in our KitchenAid blender, blend it up, and then put 5 to 8 drops of this in it and put it in a baby food jar and use it as a massage oil. And use it at the end of the day whenever our bodies are stressed and tired and you lay down and you feel really sore. This is a really, really good one to use. Let's see, it also helps, the wintergreen in it helps with healthy bone structure. So it's just a really good one all the way around. Okay, so the next one is one I probably use the most, and it's called Thieves. Thieves is an oil blend. It has clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, and rosemary in it. And this is one, they have all kinds of cleaning products that you can get that have Thieves in it. It has a really good smell. It smells really cinnamony, and I like that. But it is one that helps disinfect. It kills bacteria. You can put it in your diffuser, and I'll put it in my diffuser if we know someone's coming over that has been sick or we're trying to make sure we don't get sick. I will diffuse it in the house. I will also mix it with oregano oil, which is a really good one for fighting off sickness, and I'll put it in a little roller bottle and roll it on the bottom of my kids' feet and on my husband and I's feet, and that helps us prevent from getting sick. And then if we did catch a cold or something, then it helps us get over it quicker because it helps feed your body the things that it needs to be able to fight those germs off. So it is a really, really good oil to have on hand, especially if you have kids or you have a lot of people coming over. It's also one that's really good for sore throats. We had been battling a cold from the post-holidays and staying up late and eating junk food and all of that crazy stuff that you do at the holidays, and we got sore throats. And so when your throat is sore, where it's sore enough where like on the outside of your throat you can feel it and it's very uncomfortable, I took and put a couple drops of coconut oil in my hand and put 2 drops of Thieves, rubbed it on the outside of my throat, and within a few minutes the pain on the outside of my throat was gone. And so then I took and put the Thieves in, I put a drop of it in a coffee cup of water. I heated my water first so it'd kind of make a little tea, and I did that and I gargled it. And what that did is it helped coat my throat and it soothed my throat. And so those 2 things were awesome. They were lifesavers for me because then I could actually get through the day and be okay. So that's a couple things you can do with Thieves. I really like to make a hand soap with it since it's disinfecting, and that will go over in another class. But you can make some things for your house and replace some of your things like your soaps with it, and it's really, really simple and really good. Okay. All right, so the next one is called Joy. Comes in a little pretty pink bottle. Joy has a real floral scent. It has a bunch of different floral oils in it. It's one that is good for that happy feeling. If you're feeling particularly emotional, this is a really good one for the ladies. I honestly didn't really like the smell of it at first. It's pretty strong, and so it's one that I use sparingly. It's kind of like peppermint. You don't have to have a whole lot to go a long way. So you could put a drop or 2 of this in your diffuser and it'd be plenty compared to doing 5 or 6 drops. But it's one that I will put on whenever I need to relax and I know I need to have a good day and I'm just really too emotional to enjoy the day. I will put this and put it right on my neck so I can smell it and it can get in my body, and it helps just kind of relax and get you back calmer. A lot of ladies like it for using as a cologne because it does have a really floral scent like you expect with your perfumes. Okay, and then the last oil we're going to go over is called Citrus Fresh. Citrus Fresh, and it's going to come in a smaller bottle, but I just have my big bottle here. Citrus Fresh is a blend of a couple different oils. It has orange, tangerine, lemon, mandarin, grapefruit, and spearmint. So it has that spearmint to give it a good mint smell to it, but then it has all of those citrus oils. And the citrus oils just smell fabulous. I like to use this one for my laundry. I put it in at the end cycle, and I'll put 2 or 3 drops in my laundry, and it gives the clothes a really fresh smell, like the name implies, but it smells great. It's one that, and my husband really likes it too. He says it makes the clothes smell and feel better. It's one you can put in your cooking, so like if you do cakes or brownies or cookies, and not really brownies, but I like peppermint in that, but any of your sweet desserts, you can use that instead of some of your lemon or orange peel, and it gives it a really good flavor too. It's just pretty awesome, and I like it in water as well. So those are all the different oils. So the ones we went over come in what's called the Premium Starter Kit. So the Premium Starter Kit is what I started with. I had bought a couple oils, just single oils, to test them and see if I liked them before I bought the kit. But the kit is honestly an awesome value. The kit's $150, and it comes with 11 oils and a diffuser. And so what that means is you've got a pretty good range of stuff from, you know, everything from helping your kids sleep better at night with your lavender, helping your sinuses, help make things that you can make some fun and easy DIY stuff to clean with, and good skin promotion and pain relief. You just kind of have a little bit of everything in that kit. So that's one that I really like. There's a couple different ones, and the way you can get started with Young Living is you can either get your just your oils individually. You decide, hey, I just want peppermint, and you can go on their website and just buy that one. Or you can get your kit, and then once you have the starter kit, you get 24% off everything else. So I'm a budget person, and we do Dave Ramsey and do everything with cash, and we really like saving money. So I figured out what was the best way to save the most and still be able to get things that were going to make our family healthier. So that's the kit that I recommend because it's the one that made the most sense for us. Young Living also has a thing, and it's in the back of this book too, but they have a program called Essential Rewards. Essential Rewards is optional. You don't have to sign up for it, but it is really awesome. And I'm actually getting ready this month to use some of the reward points from that. So it's similar to kind of how like Target and some of your other companies will have a card that, like a loyalty card. It's similar to that. And how Essential Rewards works is you have an order when you go into your virtual office, which is your little account that has all your oil information in it online. You can go in and say, hey, I really like these 4 or 5 things, and I want to have these delivered to my door next month. You put in your order, and you get to pick which day you want it to go out and process. And then you'll get that order usually about the next week, and we do that every month. But the cool thing is you can go back in and you don't have to order the same thing. So like you might not want several bottles of peppermint. You may not use that. You might want to try something different every month. So before your date goes out, you get to go in and change anything, and as long as you have about $50 of product in there or more, then you can get points back on it. So whenever you get started, you make 10% back. And so we've done that, and I've been doing it for about 6 months. So we got some points together so that I can now get any free oils or products that I want. So it just kind of helps. It gives you a little bit more to save. The other thing they do is every month Young Living will have a promotion, and they will have some free oils that they give out for people that place a PV order, which is, PV just means personal values, or point value, I mean. So like when you look at a product, the bottle might say it's $21 for the bottle, and it'll have a $21 PV. So that's just your little point system. But for the promotions every month, if you spend 190 PV, which is about $200, then you get free oils. So this month, one of the free oils is Copaiba, and that's the one that's in Stress Away. It is the really good pain reducer and inflammation one. This one I have used with a friend who had a car accident and is someone that bruises really easy, and so we put it on right after her car accident and put it where the seatbelt had been. We didn't put it on her knees because she didn't think that it was going to be a big deal. Everywhere we put this, she did not bruise. And she's really light skinned, so that was a big deal. Everywhere we did not put it, she bruised really bad. And so she was able to tell it was a big deal. And this is what I used with my daughter for teething. So you'll get, this is a 15 milliliter bottle, but you'll get a little 5 milliliter bottle of Copaiba, and then a 5 milliliter of spearmint, which is one of the really good smelling mint ones. So those are kind of fun. It helps you gradually build up your oil stash and keep your price down a little bit. So that's kind of the starter kit. I'm going to go over a couple of things at the end here, and then we will wrap up. So y'all can ask any questions. There's a little question and answer section here, or you can ask them in the event, and I'll answer them in there. But there is a book called The Essential Oils Pocket Reference. This book is amazing. Everybody that has oils, you need to get this book. I did not think it was that awesome when I got it in. I thought this is kind of cool, but it's kind of thick. It looks a little intimidating, even though it is cute and small. So I handed it to my husband and let him read it, and he ate it up, being a guy, and just had a blast with it, and had all these questions and wanted me to get all this different stuff. But and he's cheering in the background. But when I started looking at it, I realized how much good stuff it has in it. So in this book, you can go through and it has a little part called the personal usage directory, and you can go through and say, hey, I struggle with asthma. What's something that would help with that? And it'll tell you what page it's on, and you can flip through and it'll tell you some different oils to try and some different ways to use them. It's really, really neat. For example, for the colds, it'll tell you, here's different things for colds if you think you have a lung infection or it's a sinus cold, and here's how to use it, and here's different ones. And the cool thing is almost everything in this book is going to have at least one of the oils in the starter kit, which is why they have just a diversity of their oils in there, so that you have something on hand for almost everything, which is really awesome. So this little book I send out to everybody that is in my downline. So if you want to get started and you want to get your starter kit, let me know after the call. And I'll also post a link in the YouTube link for this video. And then once you get your starter kit in, I will send you one of these books that you can have and keep it and read it, and it be awesome. Another thing that is really handy is little diffuser necklaces. So this is good for, like, if you want to go to work and you want to wear your oil, but you don't really want to wear it as a cologne. This is just a cute little locket, and I have a little chain that goes with it. But the locket on the inside has a little piece of leather here. And you can just take it out. It's just a little piece of leather. You can put like a cotton ball and stuff in there too, but leather seems to do pretty good. And so I'll just take and put 2 or 3 drops of an oil for the oils that are not quite as strong, or if it's something like Joy or Peppermint, which are some of my favorites to wear, then I'll just put a drop on it and close it up and put it around your neck. And so you have something pretty. Nobody knows that it has oil in it, but it smells great. And so since it's right here on your neck, you can smell it all day, and it's really handy for if you want your kids to wear it to go to school and help them relax, or if you want to have one. And anyone that gets their starter kit this month, I'll send you one of these too. So you get some goodies to kind of help get you started in using your oils every day. So that's pretty much what I can think of to tell y'all. I'm going to do another class later this week, this upcoming week, and it'll be in the events Facebook group. So be sure to look on there. I'm going to go over some of the other oils aside from the starter kit oils that I love. If you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to email me at sk@Shanna-Kaye.com. And I'll put all this information below so you know how to spell it. But you can email me or send me a message on Facebook, and I'd be happy to answer any questions. Hope y'all have a great night and enjoyed it. Bye-bye.